The night before Sally Ride became the first American woman in space, the most powerful man at NASA created a rendezvous between her and her ex-girlfriend. I'm Meredith Bagby, and I wrote The New Guys. It's the story of the first NASA astronauts who were women and people of color. On June 17th, 1983, Sally is at the beach house. The beach house is where astronauts go the night before they fly. And the idea is it gives them a little time with friends and family. It was a place to kind of just be relaxed before you did this incredibly dangerous thing like fly to space. George Abbey was often called the Godfather, and he was one of the most powerful men at NASA. And he was the one that built the crews and chose who went to space and when. There was an unspoken race among the 6 women for who would fly first. And they would go down in the history books. They would be on the cover of Time magazine and on television, and they would be a household name, much like Neil Armstrong. And one day, George called you into his office and he told you it was your time. And that's what happened to Sally. The night before Sally flew, she was at the beach house, and she was very, very nervous. She didn't seem like herself. She wasn't engaging with anybody. And George thought, this is somebody who I've got to figure out what's going on with them, because she's not going to be able to launch like this tomorrow. At that time, Sally was married to a fellow astronaut, Steve Hawley, but she had these friendships with women in her life that I think George understood that they were more than friendships. They were romantic engagements, that she was probably somebody who was gay and had these relationships. And he knew who Molly was. Molly was Sally's first girlfriend at Stanford. They had broken up, but she was still very important to Sally. And I think George understood that, hey, look, this is the night before somebody goes to space. Something could go wrong. Dying is a possibility. He then contacts Molly. He basically says, I think, Sally wants to see you, and will you come say hello to her? Sally is really surprised that Molly's there. Why does George, who is my boss, know that this is an important person to me? What does he know about me? And then that's a dangerous place to be, right? Because you're about to be the first American woman in space. It's not a time when people are out in America. She's hoping that her secret is not out and that her secret is maybe safe with George. But I think she's also relieved to see this person who's really important in her life. She tells Molly, I understand this isn't without risk, and you may never see me again. So the next day, Sally Ride makes history as the first American woman in space. When she lands, even she is shocked at the level of press that responds to her and the way that America responds to her. I mean, she is on the cover of every magazine, and all of a sudden, all of these secrets that she's hiding feel very, very dangerous.